All right, it is August 23rd, so it's been several weeks since, or a couple weeks since I last checked the hives. I have no idea what's going on inside of them, so we'll see. I've seen more activity on the old nuke hive where I tried to replace the queen, but she was still in the cage when we went back to it. And then this hive was starting to sputter, and then they formed like 15 queen cells. I don't know what was going on there, but I'm gonna do a quick check of the hives and just see how things are going, and I'm just kind of let them roll into winter, and hopefully they get through the winter. I don't know if I'll take any honey off them. We'll see what's going on. So placed both these this year, so here we go. Let's see if I can do this without help. Got some smoke here. Ooh, wasp. I don't like that. There was a wasp inside there. There's a moth. There's another wasp. That's not a good sign. I'm a little nervous. So a wasp, there's another wasp. I don't like this. So I killed 2 wasps inside that hive, and I don't see anything in this upper frame. Oh, I see a little bit of stuff here. So I think this hive might have swarmed, and there's just like a remnant population here. There's a pretty good amount of bees in the bottom. There's just a little bit of building. Little bit of building there, but that's it. All summer they haven't even come up into this upper. It's kind of a bummer. So you can see they were building on the bottom there, but there's nothing up in the really up in the hive itself, so there's not very many bees in here. At least it doesn't appear to be a lot, but they're active and busy. Let's see if there's any brood in there. This frame's been empty all summer. So this is just not a very strong hive. And it looks to me like there's hardly any bees in here. It's pretty good honey on that, but it's empty on the other side. A lot of propolis in here. That sap they bring in, It's all along the seams here. There's really good honey on these frames though. Just no bees with it. A lot of propolis. No brood. There's a released queen cell from before. No brood. Really sticky frames. Now here's a ton of bees in here, down in these center frames, and we'll see what's going on. A lot of honey. Empty queen cells, empty queen cells. So you can see those empty queen cells. Oh, stumbling around a bit. Along the bottom there. Empty queen cells. They're empty inside. No brood. The honey's been cleaned out of a lot of these frames. I almost wonder if the next one over is just robbing this. Oh, there's brood. So you can see those empty queen cells on the bottom there. See how they're emptied out? They were not empty before. And there's brood there. Oh, there's a marked queen right there. See? See that marked queen right there? I don't understand what's going on. Ton of brood. Look at all that brood. Oh, there appears to be a marked queen up top. I don't know if you can see that. And almost a marked queen right there. Unless that's just natural yellow on them. And two, maybe three. There's a weird marking on that. Those must not. I think I'm just seeing yellow backs on them that it's weird, that looks like queen markings. But there's a ton of brood on here. Very, very confusing. All I can say is I think that out of those 15 cells that are all released, it looks like this hive swarmed and a bunch of them took off, and now a new queen is building decent brood. But it happened so late in the summer, I'm nervous that they're gonna have what they need to get through a winter. Just knocked a bunch off. Tons of brood on there. Brood is all that flat capped cells. There's a whole bunch of bees on here too with that yellow marking on their backs. I would swear that's lots of brood there too. active and busy there. Decent honey stores here, but and pretty good honey store on this frame, just on this one side. But I don't like the fact that they haven't built out. I don't know if they'll have time by winter. We'll just have to, I think I'm just gonna leave them be. I don't know if I'm gonna leave this top frame up here or what, but this guy's getting annoyed. Lots of propolis in there, making it hard to work. But nothing on these two frames, just some honey on that one. So I'm nervous about their stores for the winter and how they're gonna get through. Can't get that to go. Couple of bees that are really angry. Because I'm bashing things around so much. All right, so that was weird. That's the hive that had the 15 or so queen cells, and they're all released. There's a whole bunch of bees in there I showed you that have like a weird yellow marking on their back that I would swear would be. There's one right there with a faint marking. Where's she? Or he, she, she. So right there. And then some that's very pronounced, that yellow marking, but I don't know what's going on. There's brood in these frames. And then there's a little bit of honey here, pretty decent honey here, pretty decent honey here, but what's remnant of the hive, everything else must have swarmed off with a queen. And it appears something's still laying brood in there. So, very confusing, disappointing that this hive hasn't moved up into the upper. I think I'm gonna leave that upper in there, on there, just in case they start working up. You know, if all this brood hatches and they have a couple more months, a few more months of decent weather here, but it's gonna start getting cold in Star Valley pretty early. So let's go to that hive, see what's going on. That one was the stronger of the two last time I checked.